Greetings, everybody. This is Bora Bliss. Thank you for joining me here today. So, today we're going to be talking about the vicious woman again. We're going to go deeper. The last presentation we had, we talked about why they do what they do, and also we also went into some signs to look out for to know um, who a vicious woman is. And if you're a vicious woman and some of these things um, sound like you, then maybe you should, reconsider your ways. But we're going to be going deeper and cover more aspects of our presentation of last week. So this is just the second version or second part of the first part of the vicious woman. Okay. So we had ended our last presentation talking about the women, these women who demand that their man basically just sweeps the floor for them, and if he does not, then they just go all out on him and make sure that his life is miserable on earth. So these women, a lot of times, like, there's no win with them or winning with them. If the man gives them everything she wants, then she sees it as a sign of weakness, and then she torments him. And then he doesn't do what she wants. She sees that as, oh, you're being mean and wicked, so I'm going to just go all out on you and frustrate your life. Because these women, they're unhappy inside of themselves. Okay, so these women, usually they're very angry and unhappy people inside of themselves. They think that the man is responsible for their happiness. Okay, you man, you must make me happy. You must do everything to make sure that I'm happy. And unfortunately, nobody can make you happy. Happiness is your responsibility. You have to make yourself happy. It's your choice to be happy or not. Nobody can make you happy. If you cannot be happy in yourself and with yourself, there's nothing anybody can do. And so this poor guy is there, and he's trying his best to make you happy, and then you still go ahead and you frustrate him because you are not happy with yourself. You're not happy as a woman. You're not happy that somebody else gets to be the man. So you're just sad. You're just miserable. You're miserable with the world. You're sad and angry at the whole world. And unfortunately, the man who's your husband or your spouse, he's the one who gets to receive all of your frustration and your anger, and you just bully him to death. Very sad. But that's what happens a lot of times. And then these women, they go ahead and then they begin to brag. They begin to brag about how powerful and controlling they are of their men. Okay? Most of the time, you may not hear them talk about how they control their men and how they belittle their men and just reduce their men to nothing, except you get really close to them. If you're like in their inner circles, then they will say all of these things. They'll voice out all the hatred towards men and also their disdain and anger towards men, and how, oh, you must act this way or treat men like that if you want to see the best in them. Like they brag about it. They brag to their fellow women, like, oh, look at me. You see me, whatever I say, that's what my husband does, because this is how I treat him. I belittle him. I talk down on him. I nag him. Okay? All his paycheck, he gives it to me, and I can do whatever I want with it. I'm just kidding, whatever. But yeah, some women are like that. Um, so they brag about it. It makes them feel good when they talk about it. How they what's the word? They boss their men around, right? And just yeah, they just treat him like a child. Very sad, but they do it. Another thing that another sign of a vicious woman is that these women they ridicule and they demean the man with their words, their attitude, their actions in private and most especially in public. Some men, not all men, but some men will be able to tolerate your insults. They will tolerate the what's the word humiliation, the shame. They might tolerate it in private, might okay, and the one that most men will not condone is the shaming in public. Like you've just killed them, especially in front of their friends, in front of other men. Like you've just stripped this man of his what's the word, is it manhood? I don't know what word to use, but you've just killed his spirit. A man is like a lion. He wants to feel respected. He wants to feel honored. He wants to just like a lion, like king of the jungle, right? The way he takes his strides. He wants everybody to just like know, recognize that look, I'm the lion and I'm here. That's the same way a man feels, and that's the same way a man wants to be treated, right? And so now if you who's supposed to be his woman, who's supposed to be looking out for him, who's supposed to be what's the word, you're supposed to be like looking out for him, like looking he's on his backside, because I mean we don't have eyes in the back, so like you're supposed to be there, you're supposed to be you're supposed to have me, you're supposed to be loyal to me, and you're supposed to take care of me. And now you are here just tearing me down in front of my friends, in front of my family, in front of people that I don't know. Like you're humiliating me. Like some men will not even be able to express in words what you've done to them, but just know that you've killed their spirit. And they may not be able to forgive you for that. They may forgive you, or they may not. And they will always resent you for doing that. So, yeah, some women are very good at this, and they just feel like if they bring him down, if they break his spirit, then they'll be able to control him more. They look at it as like some type of control mechanism. Very sad, but they do it. Okay. And then another sign of a vicious woman is that some of these women, you really need to look at their family values, like the kind of family they came from. How was their mother treating their father? What was the family dynamic? Okay. Was the mother always bitching and moaning against the father? Was she always nagging and tearing the man down? This woman that you want to be with or you're with, is that what she saw her own mother do? Because if that's what she saw her own mother do, the chances are very high that she's going to repeat it in her own family with you. Except she has come to a place of realization and she's like, okay, my mom did something wrong and I don't want to repeat the same mistake in my home. Except she has come to that place. But if she's not there yet, my dear, please run for your life, okay? Because she's going to repeat the same exact thing her mom did to her father, okay? She's going to repeat it with you. You're going to become, what's the word? I mean, in Nigeria, where I come from, we call it boy boy. You're just going to be her maid, not the maid, the boy servant, okay? She'll just drag you and she'll rubbish you. That's the word. She will rubbish you, turn you into nonsense. Okay? So watch and take note of how the mother treated the father. And if that's what she saw growing up, she's going to do it to you. And if her mom is still alive, oh my God. Now they will gang up against you because now the mom is going to be coaching coaching her, like, oh, this is how I made your father do whatever I want. This is how I controlled him. This is how I got to be the boss of the home. You have to do the same. If you don't do it, oh my goodness, he's going to kick you out. He's going to go marry another wife. He's going to treat you like a slave. So if you don't want to be the slave, you want to be the boss woman in the house, you must do as I did. Bad advice. Very bad advice. But yes, please look out for those things. Another sign again of a vicious woman is that this woman, she would use any tool and resource, whatever is available to her, both physically, spiritually, mentally, legally, judicial system, whatever she can get her hands on, she would use it to make sure that she inflicts disaster. She inflicts injury on the man. Like, she would go to any length just to make that man cry, just to make sure that that man is in a very bad shape. She would do whatever. And the man does not have to have hurt her in the past. He does not have to have made her angry. Just because she's unhappy in and within herself, this unfortunate man gets to bear the brunt of her anger. Okay? And I see this a lot of times. Women will use children to inflict pain on their man. They're like, okay, I don't want to be with you anymore, but I'm going to use this child of ours as a bait. I'm going to use this child of ours to make sure that you are miserable for the rest of your life. You know what? You're going to be paying child support. I'm going to go find me a new man, and you will not see your child. That's wicked. That's just evil. And a lot of women do this. Okay? So they would do whatever. They would be, what's the word? They would be instigating violence. They would be pushing the man to hit them. Okay? And if the man is unable to control himself and he finally hits them, they'll be the first to call 911. They'll be like, he hit me. But then they will not say what they did to make the man hit them. Okay? I've seen this, especially in Nigeria. I'll see this when a man and a woman, they're fighting, right? The husband and wife are fighting. The woman will go hold the man on his by his throat, by his neck. And she will start shouting, "You must kill me today. You must kill me today." And I'm like, lady, get off that man. Like, if he lands you one slap, you would fly. You would fall. But you see them doing all the time. And then the man goes ahead, because the man doesn't like being challenged, especially with violence. And the ones who don't have enough self-control will resort to violence. Some men would peaceably or peacefully walk away. Those are men who have very high self-control. Okay? They'll silently walk away, but they're wounded. The ones who don't have very high self-control, they'll resort to violence and they'll hit that woman. And then the woman starts wailing like a wounded dog. "Oh, you have hit me! Oh, you have killed me! Oh, you have killed me!" Well, you told him to kill you. And you see, that's what I don't get about women. You push him to do it, and then he does it, and then you turn around. I mean, that's manipulation. You're wicked, you're evil to do such a thing. Because you pushed him, you're bringing out the worst in him. You shouldn't be doing that if you really care about him and if you really love him. So if you're acting that way, you're a vicious woman. And it's time to change your ways. Okay? Stop inflicting injury on your man. We need our men just like they need us. So stop injuring him. The more you injure your man, the more you're hurting yourself. So repent. Okay? Repent. Anyway, let's go on. These women, these vicious women, most of them, they mostly only take from the man, and then they have nothing of value to give to the man. Nothing. Okay? They will not nurture him. They will not say nice words to him. They will not be kind to him. They will not build him up physically. They will not build him up spiritually. They will not build him up mentally. Zero. Even financially, they will not contribute. Nothing. If she even makes money, then it's only for her. She doesn't want to share with the man. She doesn't want to take on any kind of responsibility in the home. She's like, no, this is my money. I'm pushing my dreams, my goals, and whatever. You are the man. You have to do everything. So, okay, the man doesn't complain. He's still doing his thing. But you're not even doing anything to make this man a better man, to make him grow as a human being should grow. You're not even trying to develop his potentials. You just want him to be low and down so that you can like just thread on him and just wipe him out so that you can feel good with yourself. And I mean, I don't know where you went and learned that, oh, when you destroy this man, that you're doing any good to the world. You are destroying the world. So you need to stop it. Okay? And start adding value, not only to yourself, but start adding value to your man. Let your man know that you're so valuable and that, man, I can't do without this woman. She adds so much value to my life. Look at the way she elevates me. Look at the way she makes me feel. I feel like a king. I feel like I can conquer the world when I step out of this place. She's my woman and I'm so proud of her. Look at what she's doing for me. Look at what she's doing to me. I won't be where I am today without this woman. Can your man say that about you? Can your man boldly and honestly say that about you? If your man cannot say that about you, then it's time for you to go reevaluate yourself, reevaluate your relationship, and repent. I'll use the word repent. Yes, repent. Change your ways. Your man needs you. You have a big role to play in his life, just like he needs you, and just like you need him. You both need each other. Okay? So try to add more value to the man, and it's not all about sex. Look, anybody can give sex. Okay? So when you give your husband sex, or when you have sex with your husband, you make love with him, don't think that, oh, you're doing him a favor. You're not doing him a favor. Okay? So it's what's in the relationship. It's like the package. It's a package. Okay, so sex is just one aspect of it. It's very important. It's just one aspect of it. But you have to add more value to the man, to his growth as a human being, to his development as a human being, so he can be the best version of himself, so he can be the best that he can be. And then this leads on to the next one. I just talked about sex. So these women, these vicious women, they use sex or pregnancy to trap a man into a commitment, or they see the man as a money bag. Okay? So again, sex in a loving relationship is wonderful. You shouldn't use sex to try to not lure the man, but like try to deceive the man or try to make him as a bargaining tool. Okay? As a means to an end. Like sex should not be used that way. It should be, okay, I'm enjoying it and he's enjoying it. We're both enjoying it because we're in a loving relationship. It's a give and take. Everybody wins, right? But when you're using it to just try to, what's the word? You're using it just to try to trap him. You're using it to try to manipulate him, to get him to do what you want. Now you're becoming a manipulator, okay? And you don't want to do that. And once he realizes that's what you're doing, then he will not be happy and he will not trust you. And then also they use pregnancy. These women, they look at the man like, oh, I'm going to get pregnant for him, so he's going to be paying child support, so he's going to be taking care of me, or he's going to be taking care of my baby. All of that nonsense way of thinking. You should not bring children into this world just because you want money. That should be the least reason why you're bringing a child into this world. You shouldn't look at a man as just your money bag. Okay. A lot of vicious women will do this. They will look at the man like, you know what, I'm just going to suck you dry. I'm going to get pregnant for you so I can suck you dry. And, or, I'm going to use sex, or whatever it is. I'm just going to use these tools that are available to me to just get you to do whatever I want. Very bad strategy. And once the man gets wind of that, he's going to keep away from you. Okay. And also, some of these women, these vicious women, they see man as a competitor, not a partner. So they will see their husbands and their spouses as someone who is their rival. They don't look at the person as a team mate. Like, okay, you know what? We're going through life together. We're going through this journey of life together as a team, as a couple. And let's do this together so we can win together, so we can enjoy the benefits, we can enjoy the rewards together, right? But now they see the man as, you know what, I have to do more than you. I have to be better than you. Okay? And we hear this thing, this nonsense talk. Whatever a man can do, a woman can do even better. Seriously. Who says that? You can do what you can do as a woman. Okay? And a man can do what he can do as a man. So why not you combine your forces? Combine the male and female energetic forces. Combine it together and achieve great things for yourself. And achieve great things in your life. You're only half of the equation. The man is half of the equation. You are half of the equation. But when you two come together and you put your forces together, you can achieve great and wonderful things that you have been designed to accomplish. But when you do it alone, basically you're half. You're limping on one foot. There's a reason why God gave us 2 legs and 2 hands. Not to say you cannot survive on 1 leg, but you'll be limping. Why not use 2 legs so that you can walk? And now God gave you a man, and you don't want to use his energy so that both of you can reap, both walk together, sow together, plant together, walk together, and then reap the rewards together, because the rewards are going to be more bountiful. But instead, you want to do it alone because you think the man is your competitor. If you want a competitor, go outside. Go and compete with people outside. Don't compete with your man in the house. That's stupid and that's foolish. And that's one way to create chaos in your family. Okay? So stop that. Your man is your partner. He's not your competitor. Another thing these vicious women do is that they refuse to nurture, they refuse to encourage, they refuse to take care of the man. They see it as a terrible chore, and they despise that responsibility. That also goes back into hating their roles as women. Okay, they feel like, you know what, I must be the man, I must act like the man. So they refuse to take on the role, the responsibility, and that they're naturally equipped for. And because of that, they struggle. Because of that, they're unhappy because they're going against their design. A woman is naturally designed to nurture, to take care of, to encourage, to help, to build, to uplift. That's what a woman is naturally designed for. Okay? But then when she steps out of that and is like, you know what, I must be like a man, she never finds peace in herself. And that contributes to her unhappiness. She never feels satisfied. Forget all these women, especially these feminist women, who will go out there bragging about all the things they've been able to achieve. They have all the money, they have all the freedom. My dear, deep down inside, they're very sad. They're very sad. Sad women. Because they are not living according to their design. They're not operating according to their design. Okay? So, as a woman, know your unique strength that makes it different from a man and strengthen it. Strengthen your own unique strength as a woman. Now you'll be better able to complement and support your man as you guys go together through life. Because if now you're acting like the man and the man is acting like the woman, I mean, and the man is acting like the man, then who's the woman? Who's going to be nurturing? Who's going to be encouraging? Who's going to be caring? Who's going to be doing all these things? The man may do it, but he'll struggle at it because that's not his design. You are the woman, and that's your natural design. The man is like the lion, while you are like the what's the word? A gentle. Should I use what, phoenix? Yeah, because I mean they say a phoenix is gentle, but you see a phoenix like with grace and lovely and tender and things like that. So you will bring out the tender part, and he is like the fierce part. Okay, and then when two of you come together, you guys are able to accomplish many things. And then you're taking good care of it, and he's taking good care of it, and nobody's lacking. Okay, and then also these women, loyalty and faithfulness is almost non-existent with these women. Like loyalty is zero. It's almost non-existent. And a man values and treasures loyalty. Okay, and faithfulness. A man can die and will do anything to have a loyal and a faithful woman. Okay, and another mistake a lot of women make is that we try to compare ourselves to men. The way a man is wired is different from the way a woman is wired. So the way a man thinks of the word loyalty, it's different from a woman. Okay, so I mean, let me say this: a man can go out there, play around with some other girl or some other woman, right? And he has no single attachment to that woman, because deep in his heart, he's still committed to his wife or to the woman in his house that he's said, you know what, this is the woman I want to be with. To him, he's just playing around. But for a woman to go out there, open her legs, she has to become like she is. What's the word to use? That woman has already committed in her heart, like to this other guy. Like she's already connected to him, like on a very deep level, before she can even proceed to do anything with him. So women and men are kind of like wired differently like that. It's not in us to just jump around. Like that's not natural. I'm not saying women don't do it, but it's not natural. Okay. So